and let me tell you something. When you go at midway in the season like this and you're in a playoff race or you're in a fight for a Super Bowl, everybody's looking for any little thing to raise up the whole team, lift the whole team. San Francisco got that yesterday. San Francisco got that. Philly got that the other day when they got the safety buyers. So going into this run for Dallas not to have picked up anybody, that bothers me. I wanted Dallas to go and get some, because it just sends a message to everybody, hey, we're all in the locker room. And even worse than Dallas not getting anybody, San Francisco put best friends back together again and never got a chance to chase a quarterback together. You know what I mean? They were great at Ohio State together. Chase Young, when he played, Bosa got hurt. Bosa played, Chase Young was hurt. Now both of them are going to be on the football field chasing my quarterback. I know, I got a problem with all of that. And I really believe Washington did it on purpose. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh,
Washington
really?
did it on purpose. Washington said, well, whatever we can do to get into Philly and mess with Dallas, we're going to do that. And they sent this man to San Francisco. That's dirty ball. That's just dirty ball. We'll take care of them when we see them this season.
Yes, we will.
Are the Eagles the only team in the NFC? Are the 49ers the only team in the NFC?
No. That's
because y'all you just gloss over Seattle as if Seattle just chopped liver. I don't know why. They went out and acquired Leonard Williams. I mean, that was a big acquisition for them. Okay. Richard Sherman and company, when they were good, they had people up front that could go get the quarterback. So don't just gloss over the Eagles and Washington. I'm just warning you, just be careful.
But we've been here all year talking about the top three teams. And all of a sudden, now those are other teams down here. The problem is
down there for you, because Detroit ain't down there for me.
Well,
Detroit might be down there for you, because you want Detroit down there.
Wait, Key. See, you can see, not with me, Key, now. Not with me. Key, we've been talking about three teams in the NFC. We've asked the question, is Detroit up here yet? We said, not just yet, but they're right there. I understand what you're saying. But what Washington did, Washington said there's a three-team race, and we're going to hurt the two teams that are in the NFC East in our division. We're going to hurt them by sending this guy to San Francisco. Chase Young to San Francisco. I did not.
So you think they put that much?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So you think they set up and said, we're going to trade you to the 49ers because they're going to give us a third-round pick. Right. Meanwhile, we have a possibility to get a 2 from somebody else, but we're going to take the 3 just to hurt Dallas?
Well,
I'm just asking you a question, Michael. You can answer if you choose to, or Skip, you can.
Do I believe that the competition goes that deep? Absolutely, I believe the competition goes that deep. Do I believe they certainly didn't want to send Chase Young anywhere in the East, because they'll have to see him twice a year. So absolutely that kind of stuff is going on. What are we talking about? If I was an owner, I would be doing it.
Why would you want Washington to be so focused in on the Cowboys and not making it? They're going to improve their team by getting the best pick that they could possibly get, because there is no guarantee whatsoever that the San Francisco 49ers, or even for that matter the Dallas Cowboys, would see each other in the playoffs.
Yeah, you prove my point.
Well, so why would I even...
a lot of teams would have given up a third.
What you should have been worried about doing, like you said, is improving, Skip. Getting better. Like you said, they should have gone after Derrick Henry, or maybe even there was a guy that they didn't have to give anything for, that the Buffalo Bills, which has been a better team than the Dallas Cowboys over the last several years, realized we need a hardcore runner. I think Leonard Fournette has something left in the tank. I'm just saying. They went out and got a running back to try to get them through the pounding the yards that they need at the goal line or so, and not have to use their quarterback. My only thing is Dallas Cowboys didn't do anything because our man Skip Bayless tried to compare Tony Pollard to Christian McCaffrey earlier on in the year. In fact, not compare, said he was better than him.
Last year he was better.
You're missing something.
What am I missing?
You're missing something. What I lamented was not just that they got players, but they got players that went to places that lift that place. Like Chase Young is lifting San Francisco.
Absolutely.
Now the opposite of lifting is bringing in somebody that will tear your team down. And this I don't want. Now, there are things out there about certain players, and you mentioned the player, I don't want to say any names, that I don't want on my team because I know some stuff went down. So I don't want to pick up anybody because the mentality and the fragility of the team matters.
What me and Skip was talking about was the certain position. And we talked about Derrick Henry.
Right.
And there's always things out there that's floating around, hearsay about players, whether it's true or not true or whatever the case is. You did not improve whatsoever at all because Jerry Jones, your owner, your longtime friend, your next-door neighbor, has said to you, we don't need anybody. We're full. We're good sitting right where we're at. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we'll stick to your division, they got better, okay? Yeah. Whether you want to say Julio Jones is done or not, they got better. Whether you want to say Kevin Byard, he's a good safety, he picked Dak 3 times, whether you give him credit for that, they got better. Every single year, it seems like that they go out and make transactions, Skip, and improve their team. Skip.
Yeah.
Skip.
Keyshawn, Michael, this is for you, Michael Irvin. I love you, man. And I got you here. I'm going to talk you right off the ledge that you are teetering on right here, right now, because we good in Dallas.
We good.
We did not need to do anything. I am, for once, all behind Jerry Jones on this one. He did exactly what he should have done, which is do nothing, because those other teams were operating desperately because they needed to improve. Philly's defense is gettable. It is torchable. They needed badly a Kevin Byard, and they went and got him, and God bless them for that. The 49ers are teetering on the cliff's edge as we speak. They've lost 3 straight games because they can no longer rush the passer. They've got a quarterback issue they're dealing with also, but on the other side of the ball, they cannot get to the quarterback. So they were so desperate, so panicky, they said, let's go get a guy that Washington said no to. Let's go get a Chase Young that Washington said, no, we will not give you a 5th-year option. We are not going to pick it up because we're not sure about you and the knee that you hurt and the motor that runs hot and then cold and hot and then more cold and more cold, because I see fits and starts from Chase Young. I see flashes of brilliance, but I have not seen Micah Parsons there. I'm sorry, I don't. And will he help San Francisco a little? A little, he will. But Michael Irvin, the reason I got you on this is because I step back from this and I say, look what Dallas has done at 5-2. They lead the NFC in points scored. They also lead the NFC in points allowed. Help me out. Is that good? That's great. They lead the whole NFC. They lead well, they don't quite lead. They're second in the all-important stat, the one that tells the tale every year, turnover differential. They're +6. There's only one team ahead of them, and it ain't Philly, and it ain't San Francisco, and it ain't Seattle, and it ain't Detroit. It's Tampa. Tampa is oddly, weirdly, just aberrationally +8 in turnover difference, but they're 3 and 4. So I'm going to throw that out because we will catch and pass Tampa. We'll probably end up #1 in the NFC in turnover differential. I'm looking at our young players rising and shining. I'm going to say it again. When Trevon Diggs went down, I was with you. Right. I thought all was lost. Deron Bland, as a ball hawk, might be a little better than Trevon Diggs. I don't know if you've noticed, but he only has 3 pick-6s this year. And our young tight end, Jake Ferguson, every time I look up, he's making another play at the goal line. He made a snatch of a catch in the end zone on the first Dak throw for a touchdown the other day. And I said, that's really good. I think we good at tight end now. And then our kicker, our young kicker, he came from nowhere, from the USFL, Brandon Aubrey. I'm saying, is anybody any better than our kicker right now? What's not to love about the Dallas Cowboys? So I think Jerry sat back and said, why should we act as desperately as the other teams? I get what you say. You love to send a message to the locker room. We're serious about this. We're going to close the deal right here, right now at the trade deadline. But I think Jerry sat back and said, you know what?
He should have.
We got a team. We got a squad.
Skip.
Help me out.
Skip, y'all in the NFC conference, right? And so far, you've only played one juggernaut in the NFC conference.
Yeah.
And that's the San Francisco 49ers. and they hung 42 points on you. Was it 42?
Yeah.
I think that was the right number, 42. So when you look at the other teams, when you talk about the beginning of the year in the Arizona Cardinals and blanking them 40-0, please don't give yourself any credit on that. Oh, don't give yourself credit
40
on that.
to nothing against a division rival on the road on opening night? I take high credit for that.
About leading on point differential based on teams like that and the New England Patriots. The two
38
teams that
to
you
3?
Don't do this, Skip.
38
Don't do this to a team with Matt
Jets
Jones.
30 to 10?
Don't do this. This isn't the Jet team we see today. That was the Jet team from yesterday. So don't do that and start adding it up and saying, well, the NFC. You still got to play the Eagles. You still got to play Detroit.
We get to play the Eagles twice.
We'll do that Sunday.
And now we get to play Washington twice, and they have said, we're unloading.
However you want to phrase it,
Yeah.
you can. But I'm saying this here right now, Michael. You played two teams that matter in the NFC conference. Okay? Two. One of them put 42 on you. The other one you getting ready to see on Sunday. And that's it. So don't give me these empty statistics about what you lead in the NFC when the gauntlet of schedule in the NFC has been nothing for y'all. Y'all been playing the AFC. So stop that.
Yeah, and wait a second, Keyshawn. One other quick
that are not good.
Before Michael goes again, just a second. We've won 11 straight home games, and after Philadelphia, we have 4 of the next 5 at home, and we're going to win those.
Against chopped liver.
Good, thank you. We'll take chopped liver. We'll chop
I want to see you do this against the teams that matter.
Sunday, Philadelphia.
It starts on Sunday.
4:25 Eastern on Fox.
Guess what your grade is right now? An F. And you want to know why? Because you played the 49ers. The only team that matters in the NFC are the Eagles, the 49ers, Seattle, Detroit. You've yet to play them.
They all count one.
I don't understand. I really don't understand this now.
Okay, well, get to understand it.
He'll throw things out. Like when I tried to use the analogy of this team plays that one, so this should be able to do that, you told me no,
Michael.
Now you come right in here and do this. Now you keep tossing up San Francisco like they're prime beef. That's what you're saying.
So
they lost 3 in a row.
Okay.
They lost 3 in a row. So you keep saying, well, they beat you. They beat you. Yes. And we beat no one. So then San Fran lost 3 in a row. How you keep getting on us for losing?
No. I'm not getting on you. I'm not getting on you.
I'm totally lost here.
Okay, so let me try to clear it up and
help me out.
I'm not getting on you for the loss. I'm getting on Skip, because he's giving me all these statistics about what you lead in the NFC. And so, therefore, what I'm trying to get you to understand so y'all can come down to earth is you've only really played one dominant team in the NFC. One. And you lost. You got shellacked by them. I don't give a damn when it was.
And guess what happened?
Okay?
If you look back at it, San Francisco played its Super Bowl that night, and we played our toilet bowl.
Which is interesting. I mean, they've lost every game.
You played your toilet bowl.
They've lost every game.
I understand that they've lost 3 straight games.
Every game.
I understand Brock Purdy has gone on the road and gave the ball to the other team. I get all of that. I understand that. You're not telling me something I don't. But what I'm trying to get you guys to understand.
There's an old saying that you don't understand. That any given Sunday, any team can beat any. Ask Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs after losing at Denver.
We're not talking about
Yes,
Patrick
we are.
Mahomes.
Yes, we are. Yes,
we're talking
about
the NFC and the Dallas damn Cowboys, Michael.
That we're talking about the level of competition in the National Football League. Is what we're talking about. You keep trying to say every victory is nothing, but every defeat means everything. That's exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying. Every victory is nothing because you beat nobody, but the defeat of San Francisco, that's something.
What I'm trying to get Skip,
even though they lost 3 in a row.
I want Skip to understand, giving me a bunch of numbers against teams that offenses are dogs, that does nothing for me. Why are you giving me numbers against teams that are dogs? Tell me about the teams that beat you. Let me know what your defense was at against Arizona and where you were against the 49ers 4 weeks ago. I understand. You played the Rams. You squeaked out, as Michael would say, you just beat the you-know-what out of the Chargers, which was not true. You won by 3. All I'm saying is don't give me those numbers. Give me the numbers against the teams that matter.
Okay, I got some for you.
Give me the numbers against the teams that matter.
Michael Irvin, I'll just share this with you. Would you believe, very quietly, Dak Prescott against the Eagles is 8-2 lifetime against the Eagles in his career, 8-2. Would you believe Dak Prescott at Philadelphia is 3-1? Quality Eagle teams, some of the best teams of those years, 8-2 and 3-1, and we get to play them Sunday and then again on December 10th in Dallas.
Well, that's it. But here, I'm gonna stop.
I want to hear. I want to hear this. Go ahead on, Keith. I want to hear your response to that. Now, with those sorry teams too. Now you're gonna take away those.
With
those sorry teams.
Stop Skip's lies right here.
Lies?
In 2017, y'all got beat to the ground playing against the Philadelphia Eagles, and Dak Prescott was a quarterback.
Okay,
when they went and won the Super Bowl. Those other Philly teams were not good.
Oh.
They were not.
Oh.
And don't tell me last year y'all hung all this on the team that rested the quarterback and didn't really care at the end of the season when they've already clinched.
Wait.
Don't do this.
We scored 40 on
It
last
doesn't.
year. On the defense.
So when you've already clinched something, and Michael Irvin knows this, as he like to shake his head and say, you know, when you played and you won your Super Bowl, y'all had already taken care of business. You went into Washington and got handed something. So when you clinch something, you just out there. You going through the motions. So don't give me that.
Wait.
What?
We got recent evidence of Philly's success. They've been to 2 Super Bowls with 2 different quarterbacks over the span that this man was just talking about. Dak Prescott playing. No. Slow down. We're talking awfully fast, and you ran a race right off the track.
No.
They went to a Super Bowl with Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. Then they switched it out and went back to a Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. So where you saw bad Philly teams in that time? Where did you see bad teams that Dak Prescott played?
I just told you in 2017 what they did to y'all. That was the Carson Wentz, Nick Foles. They put
you got one game. He gave you an 8-2 record.
They put 40 on you. I don't look at last season's Super Bowl that the Eagles went to, and you played them at the end of the season when their quarterback was well rested.
You know what?
What you mean? What do you mean?
You got more excuses. Boy.
That's not an excuse. It's a fact. Did they not rest their quarterback, Michael Irvin? Michael Irvin, did they not rest their quarterback?
He was hurt.
But they rested him, hurt, resting, whatever. He did not play in the game.
Not really, guys.
Skip.
And I want to say this too, man. He's hurt now, and I'm really concerned about him. I hope his knee is doing well.
Now you sound like the rest of the media. You don't know if he hurt. He just ain't gonna answer.
No, dog. You're an analyst. You know what gates look like. When he's running and he's slowing down at the end, his gates, you can see the limp in his gait. I'm just hoping he's good.
And by the way, did you see that yesterday when a reporter asked him about his knee?
Yeah, he walked off.
He walked off the
because he's getting tired of answering stuff that you are
starting to get thin-skinned.
So now here we go. Now he got thin skin. You know how many times he's answered that in the last several days? Like at some point, Skip, I get tired of answering how Skip. I get tired. Won't you go ask him?
That's a pretty good one, though. That's a good one. I got to get Keith out. That's a pretty good one.
No, seriously.
Come and ask me how I am. Yeah. I'll tell you
asking me about Skip Ford.
Yeah.
I work with the man. He's fine.
That's a pretty good comeback, but I ain't letting you off the hook. There was a lot of good teams in there. Dak, what's that Prescott record again? I didn't even know that.
It's 8-2 and 3-1, man.
And that was 2 teams.
Some bad Philadelphia teams. Bad Philly teams.
2 regimes that went to 2 Super Bowls. That's pretty impressive.
When Dak Prescott sees Eagle Green, he turns into Roger Staubach. He all of a sudden he turns into the best quarterback we've ever had in franchise history. He might even be better than Troy Aikman against the Eagles.
That's impressive.
Let me real quick. I'd like to end this with you, Skip, one last time.
It's impressive.
Do you think at any point in time throughout the course of the season up to the trade deadline that the Dallas Cowboys should have made some sort of move to help their team?
I told you yesterday.
I'm asking you today.
Okay.
Because you change.
No, I don't change at all.
So what's the
yes
told
or no?
you,
if you told me that you could get Derrick Henry for a reasonable price, I'd say, okay, I'll take a slight upgrade as a banger back, as a big, strong
So
back.
that answer would be yes, you need to upgrade.
Do I think we'll be just fine
That's
with
not what I
Tony
asked you,
Pollard
though.
going forward? Yes, we will.
That's not what I asked you.
Okay.
Do you feel that they should have done something?
Okay, I would have done that, but I don't know what the asking price was. I don't know what they wanted back. back for him. I have no idea. I wasn't.
Do you
privy
think
to
the
that.
other 3 teams in the conference got better?
They had to get. They needed
that's
to.
not what it's a
They
yes
needed
or
to.
no.
I'll give you. They got slightly
Yes
better.
or a no.
I'm not sure about Chase Young to
we're
making
back
them
to
that
those
much
3
better.
teams.
I like Kevin Byard. I will give you
Detroit
that.
got better, Michael. They went and got Dante Peoples.
Donovan
Peoples-Jones, and they got an offensive lineman. They got better.
Man, I'm scared.
They shouldn't.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm going to leave you. You go on and take us to commercial break.
Yeah.
All right,
Listen to
speaking
you
of
and
that,
Michael.
let's get to the Lakers. Let's get to LeBron. Wait, they finally beat the Clippers?
That was a great game to watch.
Woo!
Nice.
How much does LeBron have to do with that? Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.